Hi, everybody. My name is Pranita Joshi and I'm part of the product team at Dhan. We'll just give it another 2, 3 minutes for more people to join in. So, welcome everyone. Today's webinar on how to do smart equity investments. Today we have with us Mr. Sanjay Kumar Baid, who is an MCom from Osmania University with an MS in Finance from ISFC, CFA, CMT, and Loma certified, having experience of more than 10 years in the capital markets and analysis. Mr. Baer, prior to joining Asma Securities Private Limited, worked with CSC, an American multinational corporation in Dallas, Texas. Just a few things before we get started. If you have any questions, you can type it in the Q&A box and I'll bring it up at the end of the session. And over to you, Sanjay.
All right, thank you, Pranita. Can you make me host again?
Yeah. Done.
All right. So a warm welcome to all, and we are very thankful for this opportunity given by Dhan team. And this session would take around 20 minutes. We'll be covering all the products what we have as far as the equity investment is concerned. And in last 5 minutes, we'll also discuss what other products we have and how you can benefit using modern algos in your trading and investment. So before I dive into modern algos platform, I'll just run through a 2 or 3 slides presentation so that you'll get a feel that what we're doing at modern algos and why we are doing that with our algorithmic equity products. See, when in my 15 years of experience in the market, whenever I've interacted with investors or equity traders, these are the common questions which I have listed down here, which I normally uh, figured when I was talking to them or I was interacting on some subject. So these are the basic questions like how do I find a momentum stock? And if I want to do it only short-term basis investment, I don't want to do a longer time horizon investment, then how do I do it? And if somebody wants to do direct equity investment, like it doesn't want to do investment through mutual fund SIP, each and everyone have their own objective. For that, we have a product where he can directly do a kind of SIP, systematic investment in direct equity. And then a lot of people they have money, they know, they understand the market, they also understand various facets of the market, but they don't know how do they, like how automatically they can create a portfolio and then auto manage it. So for that, we'll be showing a product where you can take a readily made portfolio and then how you can manage that portfolio. See, creating a portfolio is not a challenge according to me. Creating, entering, they are not challenge in the market. The main challenge will come once you enter into the market. The kind of fear, the kind of greed, the kind of influence, these things are going to take away your profit. See, if you see this, there's no rocket science. If you take Nifty 50 stocks, which are currently the composite of Nifty 50, and if you invest in any of them probably 20 years back, then you can see the price movement, you can see the return. So that's not something which is which require a lot of effort or a lot of understanding. Yes, you should understand the basic of equity investment, you should understand the basic finances of a company. But then the main issue comes, which I have encountered, that once you create a portfolio, you don't manage it regularly or you don't manage it in a proper way. So how we are solving that problem at modern algos, that I will come through. And then that the fifth point which I've covered, like it's more of how you can manage your portfolio with periodic auto rebalancing. Then the kind of questions what we have faced, and the sixth point what we have, it is based on the user feedback what we have experienced at modern algos. Like if you have an investment where you have a capital of more than 10 lakh rupees, then definitely at modern algos you have various options, you have various equity products. So you want to diversify between or among the various baskets at modern algos. So for that we have created a product which I will cover, And then of course there are users or there are investors, they have their own analysis and they only want to focus towards a few industries that you see. If you ask me right now, for me IT and auto are really something which should be part of my portfolio, though they are not performing. Auto is definitely performing, but IT has been underperforming in last 3 or 4 months, but it has an immense opportunity. So how you can find the right stocks which you can invest at like in an industry when it is not in line performing with the market, and then how you can manage. So see, if the market has to go up, if there are 10 industry in Nifty 50, then definitely all of them have to go up if the market has to sustain at the top. So if you have any inclination towards an industry, or if you think that okay, according to your understanding this industry is going to go up in the coming years, then you can check that kind of theme from modern algos, and we covered almost 8 or 10 industry, so that also I will cover. So you find all the requirement of an equity trader and investor at modern algo. See, now let us talk about what are the common requirement of an equity trader or investor. Trader would want that how I can get a week to 10 days recommendations with the automation, so that we can give at modern algos. How can I pick monthly basis investment? I mean, if you want to invest on the first week or first day of the month and you want to liquidate that stock by end of the month, you don't want to have a longer term horizon, and how we can diversify that between large cap, mid cap, and small cap. So that also we have a readily available product which you can directly take it from modern algos. Apart from that, you can also say that okay, I want to create a portfolio and I want to auto manage it. How do I pick a portfolio? How do I construct a portfolio? So all of those questions will be answered, and you have a separate product for each of these options. So on the trading front, or you can say on the small scale investment side, we have active portfolio, weekly portfolio, and equity stake, and of course stock of the month, where one stock will come under each category, and it will be entered on the first day of the month and exit at the last day of the month. Then of course we have equity baskets, algo baskets, theme baskets, and for tracking we have equity dashboard. The point which I mentioned, like entry is easy, but for tracking and for exit management, if you have a proper system or an efficient system, then the chances of your winning in the market would be higher than not having that platform. So that's what I meant. So let us also explore that equity dashboard uh, product at modern algos, and how it helps you to track your investment, and how it helps you do rebalancing and do various activities. So now let's directly log into the platform. Now it's 5:15. I should be covering everything in 15 minutes, and then probably we can go for question and answers. So for accessing modern algos, it is very simple. You click on login, you will see Dhan icon here. Hit on the Dhan icon, and then enter your user credentials, which normally you use it for logging into Dun's app. Same credentials you have to use it here. So I hit the login, and then you can simply enter your PIN. So once you have a success login, and once we get a success token from Dun, you will come to Modern Algo's product page. Here we have various categories: equity, algo trading, options, intraday, mutual funds. So in today's webinar, we are only focusing on equity. And in the coming days, we will also have a separate webinar for other products, which we are in touch with Dun team. So whenever we get a slot from them, we will inform you guys, and we'll again engage and discuss on various other products what we have at Modern Algos. So now let us first talk about, so in the equity segment, we have categorized short-term investment and medium to long-term investment. So now let us see what different products we have in the short-term investment. So The first and simple, that is stock of the month. All right, you have X capital, and every month you want to take a position and hold it till end of the month. So every first trading day of the month, you will get one stock here, large cap, mid cap, and small cap, and you can simply click on trade on, and then whatever quantity you want to fill in, once you click on trade on, the quantity will be populated based on a lakh rupee. If you want to modify the quantity, you can modify the price and hit the place order button. And if you have your sufficient fund balance at your dhan account, then order will be. I hope my screen is visible, right? Accidentally I pressed
Yeah,
pause share.
absolutely.
Okay, okay. So here you can define your quantity and price and hit on the place order. Let me show that what happens now. So once you click market is closed, want to place an offline order. If you do so based on your RMS limit, if you have a sufficient balance, tomorrow morning these orders will go into the market. So this is a very simple product for an equity investor, where you'll get 3 recommendations on the first day and the holding period listed. If you go downwards, we are displaying the entire product performance, which you can download and check yourself. Now to click our other two options, what we have, one is active portfolio. In active portfolio today there is no recommendation release. That's the reason it is not showing any stock. What we do in active portfolio, it tries to find the momentum breakout in all Nifty 200 stocks, and wherever the breakout is happening, and then based on our algorithm and various quantitative methods, we try to find out which stock has more or high probability towards the upside move. That stock will be listed here. Once that stock will be listed here, you will have auto trade option. Let me see if there is anything in the weekly portfolio. Yeah. So weekly I'll come later. I'm just trying to explain the auto trade function. So in active, if there is any stock populated, you will have auto trade function where you can define your amount, you can define the profit, you can define the loss and submit. Once you do that, the system would auto calculate everything for you. And if you don't have any profit and loss in your head, you don't need to worry. Modern algos trailing target and trailing stop loss logic will be applied to that position, and it will automatically be managed. You are only required to do one thing, that in the morning you have to log in once, so that we have a renewed token based on the computation will happen. And the difference between weekly and active portfolio is only that the time period. Active portfolio, the recommendation which comes will be managed based on the trailing target and trailing stop loss. And in weekly portfolio, it is managed based on the time. So anything which comes on Monday, by Friday 3:10, it will auto close. If it has not met the target and stop loss, if target stop loss has come before that, then the position will automatically close. Otherwise, on Friday by 3:10, your positions will be closed. So these are very simple and easy to understand momentum products for an equity trader, and he doesn't need to worry. He only have to come to the platform and he can check the entire product performance, how it worked, what happened in the past. So we are giving the entire product performance report here from the day when this product went live on the modern algos. We are not showing any historical result. We are only showing the actual performance of the product from the time it went live on the modern algos platform. So all of these three options you can check it from here: stock of the month, weekly portfolio, active portfolio. You can automate. Yeah, you can do a diversification by trading into active portfolio and also doing investment for a month from stock of the month. A lot of people are doing that also. So you can explore these things, and if you have any questions, we probably can answer those at the last, or you can come back to us through our WhatsApp and support ID. Now we'll quickly discuss on medium to long term investment. So I get to know one thing from many of the equity investors and the mutual fund investors, that many of them really wanted to do a kind of equity SIP, where your positions will be added month on month basis, and they will be rebalanced after every 6 months, so that you'll be investing in the performing stocks. For that, you can simply select equity SIP product. When you click on equity SIP product, so So it will show all the detail that if you have started your investment in October 1st, then what would have been the returns by now, and what amount you must have invested, and what is the current value. All of those details will be shown here. And if you click on show MA stock weightage, it will showcase the list of the stocks where the investment will be going. All right. So this is a very simple thing. And if you want to execute any of them, you can simply click on execute basket. It will go to the market. If you want to save and track for a few days as a paper trading, you can also save and then you can track it. So let me hit the save basket. And with this, it will move to equity dashboard. So I'll spend 2 minutes here, then we'll go to other equity products. So here on the equity dashboard, we have live baskets, we have paper baskets, we have exit baskets, and you can also upload your existing holding to track everything from one page. And of course, we have a trade book, which if you trade anything on a particular day, those will be listed here. And the response, what we get from your broker account will display here so that you'll get to understand all the orders will traded or anything got rejected. So those information you'll be able to see here. Now, this is the live basket dashboard where you can see everything on a single page. You can see what amount you have invested, what is the current value, overall profit, what dividend you have received in this portfolio since you started investing into this portfolio. And then, of course, we have add investment. If you want to add any investment to this basket at a later date, let's say you've started with 6 lakh rupees and then the performance is good, you like the stock picking and all those things. So slowly, you can also add further value to this. And add investment will only require one important point, which is like the minimum investment has to be put in so that the diversification or the stock picking and the weightage allocation will be in the proper way. And then we have rebalancing. You can protect your portfolio by defining your protection logic. And if you want to exit, you can exit at any time. There is no lock-in period here. You can define whether you want to exit completely or partially, because a lot of people would be doing, excuse me, if they buy a portfolio and let's say I create a portfolio of 10 lakhs and in 3 to 4 months, it is showing me a 15 to 20% return. And I want to exit the profit area, I can simply click on partial. I write 2 lakh rupees. I want to take away my profit home and rest of the portfolio want to continue. That also you can do it from the exit baskets. And there is no lock-in period. You can buy today, you can sell any day after T+2. And if you scroll a little bit down, you will be able to see how it has performed, what's the benchmark. And here, this wealth creator basket is a combination of large, mid, and small, but the comparison we are only showing with Nifty 50. So it shows that even with the Nifty 50 also, we are able to beat the benchmark. And then you can see sector allocation, all of those data will be displayed here in detail. And these data are dummy data, and this is our dummy account. So I'm just trying to explain like how the data will look. They are not actually live data. And if you want to save anything like this I've saved just now while in this webinar. And if you want to save and track it before you want to execute, you can do that. And any day, if you want to trade it, you have execute trade button at the bottom. And then if you have exited any of the portfolio which you have taken from the modern algos and you have booked your profit and you want to track those things, you can click on exit basket. It will list down all the portfolios which you have entered and exit with all the details. And if you have any holding in Dhan which you want to also upload here and track everything at a time, you can do it. So the point which I was making in my introduction, that entry is not important. Managing the portfolio and exit is very important. So this way, the modern algos will help you to track everything on a single page. And every month we do the rebalancing. Suppose you have created a portfolio on 16th of September, then on 15th of October, you will get a detailed mail that what is going to happen in your rebalancing on 16th October. You will get an email notification, SMS notification, WhatsApp notification. Then next day on the 16th, once you come to the platform will also alert you with a pop-up message that the rebalancing is due. Then once you click on that, it will take you to this dashboard page, and then you have a rebalance button just beside add investment. That button only will come on the rebalancing day. Once you rebalance it, it will disappear. It will appear only on the next month. So this way you have a total control of your portfolio. You have complete track of your portfolio. Even dividend history you're also seeing. Even the rebalancing is happening automatically, and exit also within your control. So this will really help you to have a track and then be out of greed, fear, and influence. And that way it will help you to maximize your returns. Now, what I mean by maximizing of your returns, see, when you have rebalancing automated, see, normally what people do, if you have a if anybody has a portfolio of 10 stocks, and if market is not in their favor, then whenever the market goes down, they try to exit the position which are in profit, not in losses. See, if you exit the trades which are in profit, why they are in profit? When the market is going down, why those stocks are not going down? Because they are fundamentally good, or they have something which has more growth potential compared to other stocks. So whenever you are into the market, you have to always hold tight on your profit and get out the losses as soon as possible. So that exactly the logic which will work in the rebalancing. And you cannot control anything. If I allow an investor to control also at the time of rebalancing, then it doesn't serve the purpose. So the rebalancing will filter out the stocks which are not performing. It will not hold on to them. It will simply exit and enter into a new stocks which are performing or which may be performing in the future. I hope I make this point very clear, because this is very important. Whether you do any sort of investment, whether you do it at modern algos or you do it yourself, this in this point I can say it's learning of my life, what I've done in the equity market. So if you have your exit properly defined and system managed, definitely in a longer run you will have a winning streak. I can vouch for it because I have practically experienced that one. Now, the other products what we have, I'll quickly cover. So the equity dashboard I've already covered, which was very important part of modern algos, overall equity product of portfolios. And then these things I've discussed in the beginning, like these are simple, readily available baskets for you. So you have wealth creator, where it's a combination of large, mid, and small cap. If you only want to invest in large cap, you have blue chip. Then for mid cap, your growth basket. So all of these you can explore yourself. We are displaying on the CAGR for them and the minimum investment. So if you want to simply click on growth baskets, how it is performed in last 6 months, what is the performance 1 year, 2 years, so all of those things you can check it. And you can also explore other portfolios and performance ratios, all of those data you can check here. Once you click on show stock weightage, it will also display the stock list into growth basket, which is only into the mid cap segment. And you have two different options here. Either you can take the allocations what the algo or the system is defining for you, and if you don't want to take any of these allocation which system has defined, you can simply click on allocate equally. So the each stock will have equal percentage. And then if you want to, if suppose if you don't want to enter into solar industry, based on your analysis you don't want to invest in this company, you can simply delete it. So once you click on delete, automatically on the fly your portfolio will be adjusted with 9 stock, and the next rebalancing will happen only on these 9 stocks. From here you can save it, you can execute it the way I already talked about on equity shift product. And then you can download these things and keep it for your reference. So these are the model portfolios which will help you to simply pick anyone based on your objective and based on the kind of returns you are expecting. See, if you like to have more returns, then definitely you'll have to move towards small cap. Or you can you want to have a combination where small cap has more weightage. So those all details are clearly listed in equity baskets. You can simply read and understand yourself. And same way we have theme baskets, where we have tried to cover 8 or 10 different industries and combination of them, like wheels and vehicles are automobile and auto ancillaries, like that. You can also refer, and it will work in the same way. Lastly, I would like to talk about a product which is our flagship product in equity investment segment, and why we call it smart investment, because of our algorithms. See, this algo basket product we have created based on user feedback. So now, in the initial days when we have launched these products, we did not have algo baskets. So many of the users have come back to us, like if I want to invest, let's say 20 lakh rupees, and I have many people who have more than 50 lakh rupees investment through Modern Algo's platform. And what they have done, see, so they say like, okay, if I have 50 lakh, or let's say if I have 20 lakhs, I will not invest entire thing in growth basket. Then I have to do some kind of R&D to find in which basket I can diversify. So that's something again where I have to put my head. Why don't you handle this automatically? Then what we have done, we have created an algorithm wherein like it will search within our all the portfolios which are running in the backend, and based on prefixed parameters or predefined parameter, it will find an performing combination for that user. So let's say if you say that my time horizon is 6 months to 1 year, as soon as you hit the submit button, system will automatically pick the baskets which are performing in this time horizon, and you can see what is the minimum investment is required. If you want to increase that, you can simply put 25 lakh rupees here. Then the system would treat this as a single basket. Otherwise, when you have invested 25 lakh rupees in three different baskets, first you have to find those baskets yourself. Then at the time of rebalancing, you have to do three times. So all of those issues are solved when you pick an algo baskets. And this is totally designed based on the user feedback. So that's all for today, as far as the smart equity investment is concerned. And in the coming session, we'll be having more discussions and detailed examples on option trading, finding an option strategies, and how you can automate your option strategies. All of those things we'll be covering in the next webinar whenever we get a time slot with the Dhan team, and you'll be notified timely. So over to you, Pranita. If we have any questions, we can go to question and answer.
Thank you, Sanjay. We have one question. Um, so starting with Mr. Viswa, who says, I'm a Dhan app user since 4 months. One request is equity. Okay, so this is sorry, this is Dhan related. Mr. Viswa, yeah, we've noted this. It's already in the works, I believe. So we've duly noted the feedback shared by you. Mr. Khagesh Agarwal says he has two questions. One is, what's the methodology for identifying levels for TSL?
So I'll answer both of them. So
Yeah.
for the first question, what we do, in Khagesh, our entire logic works on the volatility factor, and we try to be adaptive to the market. So let's say if we have entered a stock at 100 rupees, and that time, let's say standard deviation is 2%. So the first trailing will start from the 2%. As and when the volatility is increasing, let's say the standard deviation of that particular stock has gone up to 2.5, then the trailing will start at 2.5. So same way the target and stop loss will move. This is just a simple example. Definitely we have some other parameter, but this is the main parameter. Based on that, the trailing target and trailing stop loss logic will work at Modern Algos. Now the next question we have, the how are the stocks selected for the stock of the month? Stock of the month stocks are selected based on two parameters. Number one is fundamental data, wherein we find out which stocks are performing better in the industry and they are fundamentally good. So we also check the fundamental data for last 3 years before we finalize anything in the stock of the month. But more importantly, we give more importance to the relative strength indicator, which is our in-house indicator, where we try to find out the relative strength of that stock versus peers versus benchmark. And based on our in-house algorithm, the stock will be picked for stock of the month. So to answer this, it's based on fundamental and relative strength. No technical indicator is used for stock of the month. Weekly portfolio is totally based on the technical indicators. Based on technical indicator breakout, the stock will be listed. And in active portfolio, more of momentum indicators. So I think I've answered your question. Any other thing we have in the Q&A? No.
The Q&A, no. If any of the attendees have a question, you all can just type it in the Q&A box. We'll just give them a minute.
Sure. this facility is not available in my Dhan app. You see, it will not be available in Dhan app. You have to come to www.modernalgos.com. From there, you can use your Dhan credential and access these products. So let me show that to you again so that it will be very clear to all the participants. So when you want to access any of these products, you have to come to modernalgos.com, which I will also put it in the chat box, which you can copy. And then you have to simply click on login, and then you can find Dhan logo here, and you enter your user ID and password here. Once your login is success, you'll be able to access all Modern Algos products. And for the first day, you can access everything free of cost. There is no charges at Modern Algos. And you can also check the trading functionality and everything. And from the next day, if you want to take any product, excuse me, you'll have to subscribe to Modern Algos. Does the platform perform multi-time frame analysis? No, we don't do that. So that probably the option which we give you once we launch our backtesting module, because multi-time frame will be required for a kind of confirmation for your analysis, or like you want to just reconfirm like how it works in a different multi-time frame. If some breakout is happening in shorter time frame, how it at the time what was the longer time frame setup. So these things will be bringing in once we have a backtesting module, which we are currently working on. Does your app recommend for the existing stocks in my portfolio? Okay, you're talking about optimization. Nice questions. Nice, it's really nice question. We do not have portfolio optimization as of now, but definitely I'll take this point down and I'll sit with my product team, because optimization is very, very subjective. We actually wanted to do it, but due to other priorities that did not go into pipeline. But I'll note this point down. Please send the link. I've already posted a link in chat box. I believe you guys can access that. And is there any coupon code, 1 month free code to try out? No. I think we have created a coupon code where you get certain discount with done credentials, but not a month fee is not available. For done app users, any discount in subscription? Yeah. Um, Let me talk to my team what coupon code we have created for done, which probably I'll share with them and they can pass it on to you. There's a coupon which was already created, so you should get a certain percent discount on any of our product. So I think these were the questions we had in Q&A.
Yeah, I think we're good. So thank you, everybody. And thank you, Sanjay sir. I'm sure it was very insightful for all of the audience. With this, we come to the end of today's session. Just a few quick things before we sign off. One is that, all the attendees that have attended the webinar today are eligible for the Dhan referral rewards. You can refer your friends to download and register the Dhan app, and you'll get 20% of the brokerage for every trade that your friend is performing. And the second thing is that we've also made our newest product, Options Trader app, open for all. So you can download it from the Play Store and App Store and get started for option trading in a few minutes. And yeah, that's it for the day. Thank you.